So yes, I wanted to show y'all the serious hair growth. Remember, I had no sides. They were totally bald. Top was a little bit bigger, but not much. Now I got way more sides, and I got a lot of this thick hair up in here. So I decided to comb it out today because I have not seen it. I have not seen my own hair growth. I haven't seen it, so I wanted to see it, and it grew a lot. It grew a lot. I could say that. You know, honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna let it keep growing, but I am I am loving on scarves now. See, now it's so tight. I don't know my scarf. Hopefully, my scarf will. Now it's so high. I am loving on scarves right now. Like that's what I'm loving on. I'm gonna give it a good washing today, but I am loving on scarves. Like I love the way I look with the scarves. Give it a little scrub. Hey Emma. I love the way I look with the scarves. I love the scarves for the color. I just love the scarves, whether they're my scarves, whether they're, we got to do our scrunching, whether they're scarves that I find on the streets. I love my scarves. And so that's what I'm going to put on right now. I always wet my hair every morning, and then I always do the scalp massage. And this really does stimulate growth, and it just makes you, it's good for you. So I always do that. But I'm really, I'm not wanting, believe it or not, I don't want braids because I'm feeling so good being a totally natural. Isn't that crazy? I know it's probably not. But I'm actually feeling good. Like I'm saying, I feel like my whole body, my whole aura feels good. Let's see, I can put the scarf on my head now. I'm gonna wear the thicker one today because my hair is wet and it'll dry fast though. But yeah, I'm really, I feel different. I feel healthier. How about that? I got this big old scarf. I love her. This is my newest so-called silk, but it's not silk like my other one. But I actually feel just overall mentally, that's a lot of scarf, y'all, mentally, physically, and spiritually healthier without the braids in my hair. And I didn't know that I was feeling the way. First of all, let me just call a couple of things. Sleeping at night is absolutely wonderful. I love my sleeps because no, you don't have to sleep in a certain position or being able to wet my scalp every day is the bomb diggity. It's just absolutely the bomb diggity. I don't know. I feel like mentally, like I could think better. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like I don't want it here. I don't need it, and I don't want it. Maybe I want it again. Like I said, I'm learning, finally getting wise in my older age. I'm learning that never say never. But it's interesting, y'all. I didn't even know that I was gonna come on and talk about how much I don't miss the braids and how I prefer to have my own hair on my head, even if I cover it, that that's enough for me. But I didn't realize how much, just healthier on a mental, physical, and spiritual level that I feel without the braids. And so I don't, yeah, and since this is how I see it, I gotta have I gotta have my flower in it. Since good with the wraps, the scarves and the head wraps, I don't see what the problem is. Just let it keep growing. Grow to a length where I'll feel like maybe this thing broke. Yeah, these things don't last forever here. But thank goodness I got more. I got three more. But yeah, it's Yeah, these things are not that thick, so you can't really get it through a whole bunch of scarf. It won't last. Yeah, since I like the scarf, my hair is growing because I'm doing like I wash it every 2 weeks literally with soap, which is I just use black soap, and sometimes I do a homemade conditioner. And the reason why that even works is because I wet it literally and scrunch my hair, so I'm really washing my hair. One more. I'm really washing my hair every day because you can water wash. You can rinse and scrunch and clean that scalp. So when you, but that's why you can go for 2 weeks. And really, my scalp is never dirty or itchy. I'm not even washing it because of the scalp. Because when you clean it with that water every day, yeah, I can't. I mean, it's a science. It makes sense. If you clean it with the water every day, you are washing it. So by the time the 2 weeks come, it's not dirty or your scalp's not dirty because you're cleaning your scalp every day. You're scrunching, you're cleaning it out every day. It's never dirty. The only reason why you want to even wash it, which is with something that's going to take off the sebum. Remember, I'm not using any outside. And I'll wear these today. We'll see. I'm gonna do this. I'm not using any outside products. I'm not using shampoo. I'm using my black soap when I do. I'm not using any conditioners. I'm not using any shampoo. I'm not even using any styling agents. I literally moisturize my hair with its own sebum by just pulling it up. So when you're washing every 2 weeks, you're just washing the sebum buildup, which is your natural oils of your hair. You're just washing your sebum buildup. That's it. Your hair don't even feel dirty, and then it strips it, and then it allows the sebum to come back down fresh again. And I do this all the time. So I lose no hair. I don't comb this when I want to see how it's grown. Like this time, I will use my pick. I don't comb. I don't stop. I use my hands to detangle. But with the sebum and the water, you're not detangling. And because this is moisturized every day, so now I wet it twice a day, and I mean all out in there, not like a little spritz. It's not breaking off, so there's no break off, so it's not breaking off. So it's maintaining the length as whatever it's supposed to do each month. It's actually doing it. So it's dope, y'all. Like it's really, really dope. Now let me see. Make sure I got another flower here because I think I'm wearing this dress. I'm gonna go to the museum today. So yeah, so your hair's not breaking because it's wet every day, which means it's moisturized every single day. And I love it. I love it. So everything is working. I'm definitely not, like I said, without a doubt, I am not going to get no braids. And if I get them, it ain't going to be no time soon. I don't even miss them. Now, if there was a point where I would get tired of the head wraps, which I remember in the States I did, here I don't, because everybody wears wraps, I guess. I don't know. It's something about, I guess, the Muslim women wrap their hair every day, and the Christians, everybody, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of head wrapping, especially, of course, in Africa, and scarf wear, like a lot of scarves. And then there was the custom that back in the day, a woman would always, an older woman especially, she would always keep her head with a scarf on. It doesn't have to be a head pretty wrap. So I guess my age is for it. I mean, it's perfect. People get it. It's cool. Like, I love it. And then I get to wear all my beautiful colors. I'm getting more of these lighter scarves. I see my sister back there. So, yeah. So I think today I'm going to sport my dress. I wanted to, another thing about this over 50 thing. It's interesting because I wanted to, my nails need to get done. They need to be, done. They're growing a lot. Actually, I'm going to get them cut again. I got to get them cut every 2 weeks. But the thing about that is I love my nails done, but I don't like to do them. It's just too time consuming. I'm going to be in there for 4 hours. Who wants to go anywhere for 4 hours? So I love getting my nails done, but I don't want to do it. So you know what I'm considering now? This is pretty deep because I do love my nails. That's my femininity. I don't know. I'm going to go tomorrow and get them done because today I want a full day off. Today I want a full day off. I want, and that means, because to me, getting my nails done is not a day off. Getting my nails done means I'm working. That means that I'm something that's taking up my time, and you just sitting there, and it's 4 hours. I've never gotten out less than 4 hours. I get out, I go in at 10, I get out at 2. I don't know. It's not like I wait. It's like they get right to it. They just take that much time. It's just that much. That's all I can say. I mean, I know that's something beautiful. You don't get that in the States. But I do a mani and a pedi, and they are that damn thorough. So, but I don't want to spend that time. That's the hardest part. Like I said, love my nails done. That's why they're growing, because I'm maintaining them. I'm getting my daily. These are all my nails. Like I'm getting, and I cut them at least every 2 times. I won't say every 2 weeks, because I don't know how often I go. I just go when they need it. And it's good to go, because if you don't, they'll grow long and then they'll start bending and breaking. So it's good to go for your regular checkups, maintenance, so that, but they're too long now. I don't like them when they're a certain length, because I can't get on my computer comfortably. And even when I hit my phone, it'll hit other letters. So it's terrible texting, and yeah. So, so you know what I'm gonna do today? Because I wanted today to be a real day off. So my flowers good? Yeah. Today I'm going to go to Omanye. Is that like a, I don't know, I gotta look at that. I'm gonna go to Omanye, to the art gallery. I'm gonna have a real day. Like I want a real day. Just to relax and chill and just be free and to dream a little. I'm inspired by Omanye. It's a wonderful outing. Like I said, it's right on the beach. It's on the Body Beach. It's fast and easy to get to. I did see this painting that I am seriously considering seriously. Like I might come home with this painting, and then I'm gonna stop for a minute, not forever. And yeah, my house is spotless because my family came to clean it yesterday, so that's part is cool. So let me show you what I think I'm going to wear today. Do you want to see? I think I'm gonna be a real girl. I think I'm gonna wear this new dress that I have. I think that I'm going to wear this dress and be a fancy lady. Now it's really casual. It's casual, and I was saving that one more, and I'm wearing that. And I was saving that one more flower because I know the hair is a little open. So I'm gonna put this on. It's simple, it's easy. Another thing too, I think I got some flip flops or sandals. I mean, here when you go for shoes, I mean you're wearing flip flops, just nice ones. But I need some new sandals. I don't have enough like sandals. Mostly I wear like these flip flops that when I do that are very like sneaker flip flops. They're not cute. I need something a little more, some of my other ones, either they broke over time or, yeah, they just broke over time. Sandals here are easy to get. Either I'll get them tomorrow at the Art Center, or if I go out today and I just see some that I like, I will get them. But, yeah, so I think this dress, well, everything, hair wraps, you ain't got to match them that hard. But this dress is great. First of all, everything's been matching my nails. This color, you see this indigos in here as well as the yellow. And I think that this hair wrap and this dress would be perfect. So, can't go wrong. So, yeah, ladies, just going zen, going within, But yeah, you saw my hair. It's grown. It's like a fro up there now. Like I can feel the whole fro. No extensions. I would like the sides to probably grow out more, which they're growing. But I'm not even trying to have a goal for my hair. I don't have a hair goal. I don't have a length goal, none. Just keep growing until I decide to want to do something with it. You know what I'm saying? I might cut the whole thing off again. Like I don't even know. I just know right now I don't want to cut it. Interesting. Because that after a while starts to feel unnatural. It's just too much, and it's just too much maintenance. And yeah, sometimes you feel like, dang, should I be cutting off my hair all this time? Like this. But I might again. And then I don't want extensions because I feel spiritually awakened. I'm already doing raw. I'm already doing very natural. So the hair now is natural. Like I am thinking about the nails. Like the one thing they do with the nails, they put this thing on. This is why it's growing because it's protected, and it's called a dip. And I'm sure I know the dip is chemical. And I'm actually thinking about if I don't really want to sit there for hours, I might not be this kind of girl, and I might just want to cut them down and tell them no dip, which means that they will probably break, and just keep them short and don't do the dip. And then of course I'm doing the gel, which is called I'm sure they have natural gel stuff, but I don't think this is that. And really kind of let those chemicals all the way go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying I'm 100% ready yet, because I do love my nails. I think like, I don't know, my divine feminine like did nails remind me every time, whatever I'm feeling. I usually don't feel not feminine, but it just gives me that girly feel. And they're mine, so that's like a great feeling. You know what I'm saying? So right now, you know, you don't have to give up everything. And it's interesting, I was thinking about this idea of divine femininity. And I was thinking, like, do you feel feminine? Like, do you feel feminine? I feel like it's interesting, I don't think about, as I'm moving through life or my day, if I'm feminine or not. I just feel like me. But what about you? Like, I want to know, like, do you feel feminine? Or do you don't think about it? Or do you don't feel feminine? You just feel masculine? Or what? Because, I mean, feminine, you would think, okay, this girl got lipstick on, she's got flowers in her wraps. Even her wraps are very girl wraps, you know. I know my clothes, they don't seem masculine, right? And I'm not asking you even to evaluate me, but I was just really kind of giving that some thought. Like, I was like, am I in touch with my divine femininity? Am I feminine? And then so now it starts to be like, what is that? Is it not just an outer thing? Is it like something inner? I certainly don't feel masculine, but I think sometimes, and I don't know if, I would say, I don't know if it's because I'm not in a relationship, but I even gotta say, even in a relationship, did I feel feminine? Or did I just feel like myself? Like, I don't, help me. Help me, y'all. Hey, greetings, Lisa Marie. I'm wearing a scarf now. And I love them too. Yes. Okay. I think you said I love them also. Yes. I know you look beautiful. Hey, Naturally, says Sis and Queens. Hey, Naturally, says Synovia. Give thanks. Correct. I love them also. Thank you. Naturally says my grandma used to take lemon on a cotton ball to her nails, and for some reason it kept them strong. Oh, I like that. She also had cocoa like nails. Oh, really? I love this. You know, Naturally, thank you. I'm gonna try that, because if I could keep my nails strong without this stuff, I would take this stuff off in a minute and just do my own nails, because there are people here that will just do your nails, like even at the art center, the people come around and do your nails and they'll paint them for you. You know what I'm saying? And I can start getting some vegan paints, but I would love that, to keep, if my nails could stay strong without the additional help, I wouldn't do this stuff. So I'm gonna definitely work with that. I'm gonna have to at some point, because I would say I love my nails done, but I just don't like it. You don't know, and then you know, you got to sit there with a mask on for 4 hours. I can't do it. It's too hard, and I do it. I have to, because you know everybody else doing it. The owner got them on. If nobody, you don't know me. If nobody got it on, I won't put it on. But when the whole place got it on, you got to put it on. And I just be like, as soon as I walk out the door, I just rip that thing off and just be like, this is horrible. So I just don't like it. So yeah, I like that idea. You know, just if it's about strength and finding ways to strengthen my nails. Yeah. So, but what about divine femininity? Do y'all feel feminine? Hey, Beverly. I just started doing it on mine, so I'll let you know. Okay, yeah, definitely. Thank you. Do y'all feel feminine? How y'all feel? Do you feel like you're in touch with your femininity? Do you feel like you look feminine? Do you ever think about it? Do you feel masculine? Do you feel out of touch? Like, I really want to know, as a person who, you know, coaches and all that, I want to know, especially with black women, especially who watch me. Anybody want to just put their hand up? Do you feel feminine? Or do you have some days you feel more, or do you never even think about it? And does that mean we're disconnected from that? What would you say? And would you even consider me feminine, even though I'm very strong? Am I feminine? What would you say? Come on, feedback. We're in a conversation. We're helping each other. My nails are naturally strong, but I will also try to limit. I just love to eat them. Oh, okay. I love it. Yeah, some people have naturally strong nails. I noticed that. And it's not even sometimes it's their diet, or maybe it is, but okay, Beverly says, some days I don't feel feminine. Some days you just like say, I don't feel feminine. Right. Okay, good. So let me ask myself, do I ever like say, ooh, I don't feel feminine? Yeah, sometimes I think, it's interesting. I don't know if I'll be saying I don't feel feminine, or more for me is I want to feel more feminine. It's interesting. So I guess I'm saying I don't feel feminine. But there are times where I say, like the flowers in the hair, or the, adding that something. So I love, thank you. Let me see anybody else. It may sound odd, but for me, it seems to depend on, no, it doesn't. It depends on the day, right? I get that. I don't think it does. I think that's probably me too. And then I'm gonna ask you a bigger question. This might be hard. Do you think that people see you as feminine, or you never noticed that? Some of you have people even closer to, maybe you're married. Do you feel like your spouse or your friends, or do you think people see you feminine, or do they see you masculine? Now, no one has ever said to me, oh, you look masculine, or you too much in your masculine energy. I've never actually had that from anybody say it, but sometimes I wonder. Yes, you are very feminine, especially considering your nurturing spirit. Oh, thank you, Dora. Thank you. And thank you for that. It's interesting too. I think what I've been feeling, or what I've been feeling, is I'm so used to rolling, I think, without right now a partner. I've been without a partner for a long time. So, when I'm talking to people, especially men, let's just say, because that's what I talk to the most, because I ain't never had no female taxi driver, and since I do the taxi every single day, twice, sometimes, a lot. And then I work at the art center, which I only work with men, right? So I think that sometimes I forget that I'm different than them. Isn't this deep? So then, therefore, I'm not really thinking about myself as even a woman or not a woman, just one of the people. I don't want to say one of the guys, right? So when somebody says something like, oh, you're beautiful, or you'll understand, like, oh, especially a man. It's something I don't, because I think not being in a relationship, I think being older, I think being cautious, I think, like I tell y'all, somebody ask me, girl, okay, thank you for all that you're telling us, but tell us about the men of Ghana. And I hear you. I was like, oh, I don't even think about them like that. I don't even think about them like that. I don't even think the potential, and I don't know if that's good or bad. For me, it's fine. I just don't see them. I mean, they're good, they're cute, but I don't know what, I don't even see them like that. And I don't know if it's because my relationship with them have been so working with them, and so there's a certain respect that they have for me, or it could be the society. This society, specifically, I'm saying African society, where I tell you, I have a friend who's in her 60s, and she's dating a man who's in his 40s, and he playing with a mind, like I told you, but he say things, but it's kind of true. He says, here, your age women, you ain't thinking about going out and still having a life and getting married again. You're supposed to be, sitting teaching the children. You're supposed to be sitting on the porch, or it doesn't say the porch, they don't say that here, and taking care of the kids. And so I think I felt more in touch with my divine femininity in an inner feeling way than I do here, because in the States, at least in what I remember, you could be sexy at any age, and you could get men attracted to you at any age. Here, they already call you mama or mame. I'm talking about, this is young people your age, people older. So they're already referring to you as mama. You know what I'm saying? They're already referring to you as mame. They're already referring to, because I don't think they have that, oh, go 50 plus, 50 is still the new, 50 is the new 20. No, they don't have that here. You in your 50s, you old. And it's like, so I think that is what I feel and I find to be different than when I was in the States. It was way different. Men with perhaps even younger men. If you looking good in them jeans, they let you know. Here, people call you mama. Okay, mama. Hey, mommy, auntie. So you never feel, so it's almost like and like that the brother said to the woman, I mean, yes, he tell her stuff, but he kind of was telling her the mentality. That's how the society feels about you. You're not supposed to want to get married again. You're not supposed to talk about dating. You're supposed to be watching the kids and teaching them lessons. I ain't that old. You know what I'm saying? So I think here, as even though I'm naturally feminine, like you said, because I naturally care about the flow, I naturally want to look, I love clothes. I don't feel that feeling of being a woman or attracted to the opposite sex or attractive to the opposite sex. Yes, I don't feel it. And then you gotta understand, so the people that's talking to me is the taxi drivers, but they always start off with how much they want to go to the States. So when they turn around and talk to you, I guess they're looking like, dang, she ain't that bad for an old woman. They be like, oh, won't you take me back? It's always on that. So you're not even meeting people that are into you. They're into you taking them to the States. You know what I'm saying? So I think I think I've turned off that even attraction level. Like, I did not know we was going to go into this conversation. But let me hear from y'all. Yes. Okay. Thank you. That's a good question, says Naturally. Doris says, people see me as very feminine because of the way I present myself and in the way I dress. Okay, thank you. Naturally said, I think we as women feel in so many situations that we're required to show up with a dominant energy as a woman to be taken seriously. I think so. Synovia says, I was a tomboy when I was a child, but I blossomed and the guys took notice. And I wanted to be very feminine. So yes, I am very conscious of it even when I walk. Yes. Doris says, yes, naturally I feel that way at times. I am very soft, but when people test me, there's a very masculine effect that makes people uncomfortable. Gotcha. Something I'm working on. Okay. So he says, you are very independent, Lisa Marie, so be conscious of that when you do decide to get in a relationship. I could be wrong. No, absolutely not. You're not wrong. But I think we become independent when we're not in a relationship. Like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I think that this is something that I was watching another channel and I agree with her. I think that with the right person, that I could be not so in my masculine energy if I could have a man that is in his masculine energy. I was somehow I gotta tell y'all this is deep, but I'm gonna share with my group. But I tune onto this channel. I can't tell the whole story because my group has got to get this story. And I tuned into this channel because Spirit woke me up 2 days ago and said, tune into this channel. Haven't seen this channel in a year at least. Wasn't thinking about this person. And this person's in a relationship. And very, very independent woman, can do a lot, can build stuff, like just incredible. So totally, and she was talking about her last marriage, she had to be, if something went wrong, he called her to do all the man stuff. And I think for a lot of us as black women, I've been the breadwinner. And I realized haven't been the only one. I've been the one that he was good with me being the masculine one. In turn, realized he was more feminine. And I started thinking about, and then I was watching some other stuff, and others were talking about the man being more the feminine and women being more the masculine. And I realized what some of the sisters said. She said, so no, that's submitting in a different way. She said, you can do it in a different way when the person has that lead and it's like, hey, babe, you know, that ain't good for you. You can get a couple of them, but we ain't getting the whole thing. Okay, brother, you're right. So I think that when a woman feels like a man has her and he is in his feminine energy, he's making those decisions, his masculine energy like he's supposed to, it allows me. And so, yeah, there is a danger, I think, of being, so I don't think it's the independent. I think you only independent because you're by yourself. Think about it. You're not independent in a relationship. Most people are not, unless you've been independent for a long time. Independence really only comes because you have to be. And she was saying, I'm talking to my sisters, my black sisters, I love her. She said, we've been in situations where we kind of had to be independent. What you gonna do? If you ain't got no man, no this, no that, you gotta support yourself. You gotta go get that job. You gotta go ask for that raise. You gotta do things already that is non-traditional. Come here, where the woman sometimes is home. Or she's a market woman, and then they respect that. But, so it's not always like this. So when you have to be independent, you have to be independent when you have to be independent. There's no other choice. If you're by yourself, then you're independent. If you're paying your own bills, your own rent, you're independent. Everybody is. I don't care how feminine you are. It's not you're independent. Do you think that I would not want a man to buy simple stuff? And so what starts happening when you start accepting those kind of relationships where you're the man and he's not masculine, what happens is, you're right, you start attracting more of those men. And then they become in everywhere. They become your employees become like girls, even though they men, and they depend on you like mommy sucking on a ninny, because you have that, because I had that energy around me. I watched after I got out of a relationship with my ex-husband, who's very feminine energy and very much I was the man and he was good with it, and it was not cool. I realized that every man that I had then attracted I was doing that same thing. I was paying for it and I was taking care. I was hooking them up like they was the girl. And that's what you will attract because you are used to it and you also believe there's nothing else. That's why this heart meditation one is going to be deep for me, for all of us, because I no longer want that. I would love for a man to be like, he gonna pay for everything. I've had that too. That's why I should never, and he told me don't go down. It was the man that was 28 years older than me. I never could pull no money out of my pocket while you with this man. Never. You don't pull your money out. You going to eat, I'm going to take you. You can go into the store shopping, I'm going to pay for it. Like, I mean, why am I here, you know? And so, that is what I'm calling in. Like, I could tell you that right now. Make no mistake that I'm not calling in the opposite of what I had. I will not ever go in my pocket again, and I will not ever. Because I don't think a good masculine man is afraid of an independent woman. Think about it. She's not going to remain independent. Independence is not all that. What society, what even galaxy, what stars work independent of each other? What creatures, living things work independent of each other? It's not even natural. So we had to put ourselves in an unnatural state because, again, if you ain't got no man, he ain't doing it, are you not independent? Do you have somebody that's sponsoring you? Is your mama even your daddy? Because even then, you're not independent, right? If you don't have that, you're independent. But I don't wear it as a badge of honor. I know that it's from something that is a little bit unnatural. So, of course, if you got a man that's going to be in your life that understands his role and wants to be one, then, of course, you'll be like, you ain't going to say, no. Maybe at first because you're used to it or your heart is closed. No, I'll pay for that. No, you ain't got to buy me that. See, I don't know a lot of women that do that, but maybe I know some strong enough that might be scared and they be like, no, I'm not going to accept. That ain't me. I have asked and I will receive. I have no problem. I'm independent because I have to be, and so are you. Anytime you're taking care of yourself, and no one else is taking care of you, are you not independent? I should really ask that question instead of asking about femininity, which that was legit. How many of you are independent? Independent meaning there is no one else paying your bills but you. And I bet more hands would go up on that one, wouldn't it? I feel at times some men try to take advantage of my soft feminine side, and that's when the masculine side becomes dominant. Gotcha. They want you to have many kids for them. Oh, gosh. Zenobia says, you're absolutely right. I divorced my ex because I began the breadwinner. That's right. It took a toll on me. Yes. I get tired of being independent. Absolutely. So my ex did not even fix things. That's right, around the house and going from job to, I had enough. Yeah. So you independent not because you want it, not because it's a term that really is so unnatural. If you look at everything that exists in a harmonious way, there is interdependence. You are dependent on everything else. So to create a creature, in a sense, like the black woman, this is the most unnatural thing in the world. But how do we stop it? Well, we can't go into where there's nobody else and I have to do this, this is the way it's going to be. When we decide to die, to be reborn again, and when we're reborn again, we are new. This is what the brother Eliam Eli Eli Amen. Anyway, yeah, you're right. He says the same thing, that when you wake up, you are not your old self. So you leave that body, discard it, let it fall over there, and all that was holding, and you start anew. And now you can create what you want. Listen, y'all, let's declare it together, because I'm going to declare it with y'all. It will never happen again that I'm going to be going in my pocket for some man and going in my pocket to even take care of myself. I'm saying with you right there. And I'm figuring out how to no, we're not going to do that. It's not healthy, and it's not cute, and it's not good. I'm not doing it. And I don't think that, I think any woman that did, because I see it, when you get that man, I'd be like, what you doing, babe? Are you really taking your money out and we at this restaurant? No, I got it. If you ask them, I didn't even grow up with men like that. I grew up from that old school New York, like I said. You would be like, I'm hungry, and y'all be like, okay, you better come on, let's walk over here. And even though you was hungry, when you go to the Chinese place, okay, the little Chinese stand in the hood, they tell you the much, and you try to pull out your money. He said, your money ain't good here. I'll be like, yo, what you doing? You insulting me right now. You ever had a man like that? Because I had those. You insulting me by going in your pocket when you know I'm right here. Or you try to get them the money back. They did something. They be like, what? Like New York men back in the, no, they was mad. Like, you what? What you doing? What you doing? You trying to, nah, sis, don't give no money. Come on now. Money ain't good here. It always stays in my head. It hadn't for a while. I lost it. I forgot. I totally forgot that I grew up that way. So, no, this is some new school stuff. And once we clean and cleanse, so I'm telling you that meditation is going to be so important for us. We have to meditate. And once we get it, and once we let go, we start calling. I'm about to go get this picture, so that's be my thing, and just realize that, I guess I asked my own question. I am feminine, and what I'm doing is probably smart, because I'm telling you that if you got to look, you got this, if you come to, if you're 40 plus, you kind of an older woman here. So it's going to be hard for them to take that more seriously, because their culture says young people get married, young people fall in love, young people hold hands, not older people. I'll never forget, and I should say I wasn't with Kay, but he was talking, and I was on him like this, just, kicking it. We talking at the bus stop, just kicking it. And he tried to put his arm on me, but I kind of pushed it away. But still, he just had it on my back. Do you know, I heard somebody talking to Tree, the market woman. She said, look, I'm selling this game. Y'all need to go, this is what she said in Tree. Y'all need to go buy this game and go home so y'all could be in private. They don't do that little public affection. I only see young people do it. In our culture, you could be a grown woman walking with your grown man and y'all could hold hands. It's not very much like that here, because again, they're not so that's how you know when you're a certain age. If somebody comes to you kind of young, most likely, because his culture wouldn't really think that's cute already, they probably want something and they're willing to be with an old lady or a different race lady, whatever it is. So you have to stay in touch with, first of all, people of your culture, because you will get old here in that way. That's not what I've seen in the States. You could be sexy and 50. I mean, there's men in the States that say, I only want to date women 40 plus. There's young men that seriously like older women, and there's men that like women at age 2. Of course, there's men that like the young girls, but them men as Tony Gaston say, those are not men, those are boy. What do you say? Boy men? Grown boys. Grown boys. Them men ain't right. There's something wrong. So it's a mentality here. So I guess, if somebody say something, I go, oh, huh? Like, because I know I'm doing my thing. And then also, I would say I learned here, and more even than the States, and I will use that wherever I go, don't start none, it won't be none. So you do want to maintain, especially if you're if somebody that's kind of employing people, or you want to maintain your integrity. You want to retain or keep your respect. So don't flirt with nobody. I mean, that's a rule anyway that you're not interested in. Don't play no games with nobody, because they'll be like, oh, you looking at me like that. That's the States too, but so I think that I'm I'm all in here. But yeah, my independence, no, I'm not independent like that. I'm not independent like that. And like I said, I had a brother for 6 years. He was older, and I'll never forget. I mean, when I say showered me, when I say definition of a man, like my whole family was like, who is this guy that just walked up in this door? Like everybody, even friends, people was like, you are so blessed. How did you attract him? Even though he was older than me. First they was like, oh, he's too old. Then they was like, oh, he's showing us all how we need to be. And he said, listen, sis. He said, anybody that coming after me got to be able to do for what I did for you or better. But then I get it again, the ex that comes back and says, you on higher ground, come up to me, don't come down to me. Let me come up to you, don't come down to me. But the old man already told me, the reason why I do all this, so you can understand, it's this or better. They can't get you a car, they can't, he said, if a man see that you in need, you don't have no water, or you got things in the house, a man should be able to walk up in your house and see what you don't have, and don't ask you about it, come back and present it. That's old school. But I think that I was from that school that I can keep him by just taking care of everything. So I'm not there. I don't even get into it as hard. I'm only getting into it because I know I'm conjuring something different. But I know in order to get something different, I got to be different. And I know y'all feel the same way, don't you? We got to be different. I can't believe I ain't got my sister, but we can put her in. I'm this way. We got to be different. So, yeah, fun conversation. Well, I hear that. You was like, no, Synovia, I pay my own bill. Yeah, naturally, yes. When I do get in a healthy relationship, he will take responsibility and we will have good communication. That's right. I'm ready for a man to take the lead. Yes, man. Me too, Synovia. Doris says, I met this man in Nigeria who is married with kids and was telling me about he had a girlfriend in America who doesn't want to get married and asked me how should he tell his girlfriend he married. Woo! That is not a good situation. Or, no, of course not. Well, she probably knows and she's just in denial. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, like, how we don't know that if we meet a man, I don't know if he's living in Nigeria, and he's living in another country, a culture where not being married is strange. How you gonna get away with not being married here after you're at a certain age? And if you got some type of means, you're probably married. She knows, she just don't want to know. She don't want to know. He might as well tell her, because she already know. She already know. Yeah, we ain't getting into that. And I think there's another thing when you watch Inspire, I was watching YouTube, again, I'm going to tell a story to my group, and I realize she's older, she's closer to 50, she is who he is. You know, there are men that will accept you just exactly with your having children, breasts down to here, and your body ain't what it used to be, because theirs usually ain't either, that really sees you. But I think that only can come from when you really see yourself and you really love yourself. So I guess for me, what I've learned in this conversation is that I am divinely feminine. Sometimes I need to remind myself, but it's okay also to not be bothered or swayed. I don't need a already am. When that comes in, you don't want all the sweet, at my age, you don't need all those sweet words from some strangers that don't even know you. So man, you want that man, because those words are more meaningful, the one that is your partner. That's when you develop that relationship. I think as a woman, you have to hold yourself up, your head really high, and just understand that you love yourself. So it is kind of nice, because the society here considers you an older woman, to kind of be able to not really be in that dating thing, because it allows you to just kind of love on yourself and just observe and be happy for others. But that don't mean you not sitting there knowing that what's for you is for you. That's why you got to really go with that flow and kind of let things happen and stay happy and joyful, because we got to find that. And I'm happy. And I'm joyful. And I just need to sit in that. But I'm going to go get this painted if they got it. So, all right, queens. I always love talking to you. I'm about to put this dress on. We're going to go take the taxi. We're going to go down yonder. Then we're going to come back and make a nice little salad. And we're going to do what it do. I love you, sisters. Thank you so much. This was a fun, and very important conversation. Like, This is the kind of stuff I like to talk about. Yeah, y'all. When we get happy and in a good place and love ourselves, and when we take the time when we're in that place with ourselves to, like Synovia said, start saying really, it's okay to say, you know what, I don't want that anymore. Like, this is what I want. And I know I can have it. Because think about it, y'all. You're not asking for something that you're not bringing. A real man wants a woman that is just that, being his woman. He doesn't want you to be his man. He wants you to be his woman. And there's enough strength in being a woman. And there's enough being a woman. So you don't, and whatever that is, because a woman, especially a black woman, she's not just a pretty thing. She's something solid. She's a real helpmate. She's somebody that you can partner with. See that word I'm using? A real man knows that by himself he's nothing, or he's just half of something, which means he's gonna get half of what life has to offer. A real man knows that to find a good woman, you find a good thing. Like, he knows that. He knows that a woman's gonna up level him, but a woman also knows a good man's gonna do the same. That together they're stronger, and together they're more powerful. It takes a man a while to figure out that, oh my God, being on the streets is terrible. It's wearing on me. I ain't gonna live as long. But only a real man is willing to be that man, and he will find a real woman. She's not some submissive, listen to anything he say. Ain't no man really like that. Look at the thing about the author who got a wife like that, and he can't stand her. And it's so sad. He probably like the women that give him lip, and if he don't like them, he'll just keep moving on. No, it's not that you give him, you don't have to. When a woman feels like a woman, and she feels like, my man got it, he can do these things, all he wants from her is, baby, ooh, today was a day. And she'd be like, baby, you know what? That's going to be okay. You know what I was thinking? We could do this together. We could make it happen like that, or it's going to be okay, because she just comes with that gentle guidance. Because he got it. He just want to know he's gotten too. And his gotten don't need your money. He don't need you to fix the tub and the toilet. He don't need you to take care of everything in the house. His guidance is to let him know, I'm proud of you. You got this. Let's keep going. Let's start this business. Let's do this. It's so easy. As you get older, you can see. It's so easy. People say relationships are hard. They don't have to be. But it just takes us to get a certain age on both ends, men more, because men is a little less mature, to get a certain age to realize, wow, this is not that hard. And listen, y'all, it's not based on, you don't have to keep up with the Instagram model or the sexy. No, that real man, because I've seen real men, they like their woman just the way she is. They understand this is real life. This is not YouTube or TV. This is real effing life. So her waking up with sleepy eyes, or skin ain't perfect till she can get her face together, it's all good. Let's really conjure together. So come into this next meditation, $67. It's on AfroCentricHomeDesign.com. It's a spiritual course. It's called Spiritual Course, under the spiritual courses. And we're going to do it for 21 days straight. That heart is deep, y'all, isn't it? And aren't we opening it up? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. So yes, I love me. That's right, Synovia. Yes, Synovia says naturally. That's what I've been saying. It's not that hard. Nope, it's not that hard. Take a breath, ladies. We about to fly. We are going. Come into this meditation, the next one. Come into it, y'all. Y'all see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to do the spiritual house cleaning. Ooh, that one. Because I'm already in the mode. We're good. Sesa Wo Suban. Time to what? Transform. See y'all in the next one. My older gals, we got this. We are in our graceful years. And if you're not in your 50s, you are approaching it. We are in our exquisite, remember I said that, elegant, classy. It's good. You never know when they walk in the door, but when they do, it's always at the perfect time. And when they do, you know why. You be like, well, I have been, and I wasn't even thinking about it more because I got so happy, and it's good. Thank you, Naturally, for the info. All right, ladies, I'm going to go to Omanye, and if I come back with something, I'll come and see y'all. Afrocentric Home Design. See you in the next video. I'm leaving for Jamaica. Oh, yeah. I love Beverly be getting out there. Beverly, enjoy yourself. Happy birthday. Keep the vibe up. You just been having the family, the reunion. Now you got the going to the Jamaica. Yeah, you staying in the glow. Stay in the glow. Yes, happy birthday. We love you, darling. See you on the next one. Peace and love.